Ah. Hi, everybody. Welcome. And I'm happy to welcome you to this show. This is actually going to be so much fun. I'm here to, oh, yes, introduce yourself, Linda. I'm Linda de Gonzalez. I'm here today with Gerald Tarotstache and Diana Boles, that we all know as Oil Painter or Oil Painter.
Pinter.
Oil Painter.
I would not pint size though.
It's great to be here with you guys. It's great to be here with all of you. I want to say hello to, oh, look, there's somebody named Tarotstache and there's another oil painter in the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to text you guys because it was quite busy backstage here. So I forgot to text. Welcome. Hello. Happy to have you here. Yeah. So Kim, hi, Kim and Maureen and CJ. I'm happy to see you guys here. And Paul Freed. Now, you know, we're not doing questions today. We're doing readings on these 3 prompts. And the hashtag itself, we're using the giveaway tool, the flying fickle finger. And so we're not going to be able to tackle that, but we think that's a really interesting question. And so we're going to have a little discussion about it. Okay. So, but and an answer may come from it, or you may get the insight that you need to find your own answer. So, so there's that. And Diane G, my wonderful Queen Maud, I'm glad to see you. Annie Bear. Oh, Annie Bear, hi. And let's see.
May I ask Annie Bear if she found her keys yet?
Did you find your keys, Annie Bear? Oh, you lost them. I didn't know.
Neither did I.
Today. Here's Delphi. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it, Diana.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling
and Lois. Lauren.
My glimmer for today is what did I write down? Archangel Raphael. Big healing this morning.
Nice. And I'm going to take a moment to say she's talking about hashtag Glimmer Globe 2024. Yes. If you want to find out more about it, go over to Tarotstache.
There's my globe.
This is my Glimmer Globe.
There's mine.
Yeah.
And okay.
And show us, Diana. Come on.
Oh, there's mine.
Wow.
Overachiever.
Yes.
And then I have
it makes my jar of salsa look really kind of.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
And there's all my glimmers.
Annie said not yet, but 8 cleared under my dresser, and okay. What was it next?
So the house is getting clean while you search.
Millie De La Prida, hi. And Madame Maru, I'm happy to see you too. Amanda Carroll's here. Leah's here.
Leah.
Happy to see all of you here. Okay. So, yeah. And, oh, yeah, I forgot to introduce Wanda.
Groucho was very noisy, and I said, I'll cover you up if you don't be quiet, and she stopped. She must have known she was going to be here with Wanda.
There you go.
Though she's over there.
Miss Wanda has had a very upsy daisy day today because I got her up at 6 o'clock this morning so I could finish the scrubbing of the apartment before the annual apartment inspection tour by the property manager. Yeah.
That sounds like
Catholic
school.
It was.
Look at this desk, and mine was always dumped over, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I was always in trouble.
Yeah, no, I'm not in trouble.
Good, but always in trouble.
I'm not in trouble. They just think that I'm really messy, and it's true. I am.
But
I am clean. I am clean. I'm just messy.
Like W.C. Fields in the movie called The Bank Dick. It's when he has the roll top desk. He's a bank detective, right?
Yeah.
Everything is falling out of it, and nobody knows where anything is, and he reaches in and pulls the piece out. I think Mae West is in that with him. It's an awesome movie. Gotta love W.C. Fields. But that's how my whole house is. I know exactly where I left that piece of paper.
Yeah.
Most of it. Unless the pixies have hit it on me. Like what they did with my amethyst stone for 3 weeks. Merlin had said to me, "You're too dependent on this stone." I looked under this cushion 30 times. If I looked 100, right? Wow. It was never there. And one day I picked it up just before the show, and it was right where I left it. Right where I looked 100 times. So, Spirit says, pay attention. Some of this is you. It's not just the stone.
Yeah. It's never just the stone.
Right. Right. It's
so
your reception.
So I have a question about that.
Sure.
To bring us to the topic that Linda so beautifully came up with, got inspiration for on Monday.
No, that was you.
No, it was you.
Thank you. So thinking about the idea of self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance, finding that stone, or the stone being unseeable for you, and then being seeable, what do you think was it one of these 3 things?
Yes, because first of all, my reliance on that stone had gotten to the point where it was in my hand continuously. It's a palm stone. There's an archangel in the very center, looks like Raphael, a cement statue that I do have of him, or that I call Raphael, with a triptych stained glass window behind it. All of these accoutrements and visions keep coming in. Well, I'm the one with the visions, but I'm not accepting that I'm having the visions. They're giving them to me. No, it's a mutual admiration society, if you will, right? So what I feel is what they show me. I wouldn't see that if I didn't have that.
Yeah.
And so, the fact that it was there, but I couldn't see it. That's when my buddy Merlin says, listen, you got to do it this way. Which brings me to another lesson about last night. I have an uncomfortable issue that's systemic lupus. It's not mine. I don't know whose it is. It comes in and it pays rent, and then it trashes the place, right? So I'm supposed to do something on Saturday with my family, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Well, one of my brothers is laying this guilt trip on me. And here came the self-worth. It's like, and the self-love, because how did this become about you? So you're telling me that I should kill myself this year because everybody might not be there next year. So what if I kill myself this year so I'm the one who's not there next year? No, that's not how it's going to work, because this is what I need. So it's about what you want versus what I need. And that's how we all have to talk to ourselves sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Mary Day Gonzalez.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you're Mother Superior.
Because I'm in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty.
Right.
Ah, yes. Well, it's that Catholic guilt. I carry it.
I think
And
it's I think it's a really important thing. Many times in our culture, thinking of yourself first or thinking of yourself is looked down upon.
Exactly.
For women, not for men.
No, that's
True.
not true.
Okay, yes,
Not
yes.
completely true, because look at how many men struggle with that power over others, because they know incentively that it is not the right way.
Yes, and so I think it's an important thing for us to understand. Well, and this is just Gerald Tarotstache saying it. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not come for Linda. Do not come for Diana. Go ahead, come for me. I think it's an important thing that we have to take care of ourselves, because if we do not, there's no connection. We lose that connection to ourselves, what feels right, what is intuitive. And it's set aside, and then we start chasing something that isn't us. And that can be very disconcerting, because people wander around going, what am I doing? Why am I here? What's my purpose in life?
And it's unfair to the inner child that we carry with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've reached the age in life where nobody else is going to listen to your inner child but you.
Yeah. And not just that, but really, if our goal is to connect with our souls, to really be in touch with our souls, and I think it is our goal as human beings, then that means authenticity and being genuinely authentic. You have to have self-love. You can't connect with your soul without loving it and looking after it, looking after yourself, and making sure that your needs are met, and not at the expense of anyone else's, but certainly not meeting other people's needs at the expense of your own. And that's a tough lesson. That's a tough lesson for women in our society, particularly.
Yes. Well, and I do think, and I agree with what you both are saying. It's also very important to understand that there are times when I may want to sleep in, but I have to get up and I need to do something for someone else. That's part of it. The other thing is I think it was Annie Bear who said, many men were raised by their
mothers.
Yes. And oftentimes those men will have an understanding of these things.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge comes when that the society or the environment doesn't honor that and doesn't make it okay
to draw
to do that. And I think it's one of those things that for me, I would learn accepting, self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance by the adults around me and how they handle these things and how they may say.
Yeah.
And giving ourselves permission to draw the line. Okay, I have helped. I have been in service, and now it's my turn to help me be in service to me, recover, get in touch with my spiritual self, put it all back together so I can give again. It's that same analogy. If you don't put your own life vest on first, you can't save anybody, including you.
Yeah.
And I do think it's there's this, again, all things in balance, all things in
Yes.
moderation, including moderation.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I love myself too much, it could be narcissism. When I think that
Oh,
I am all that and I don't make any mistakes, that's way too much self-acceptance.
yeah.
And
That is actually true. That too much self-acceptance. It's not based on reflection.
Right.
It's not based on actual insight into yourself. A real genuine self-acceptance means that you've looked, you've sniffed your own armpit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Superstar.
or yeah, superstar. Or you've taken your own trash out.
That's
Yeah,
it, you know?
exactly. You know where the nasty bits are. You're aware of your potential for let's see.
Isn't, well, it's a balance, right? Between,
Thank you. Yes.
between not only where you draw the line, but okay, I hold myself to this standard. I want you here, so we're equal. But if you're not, then I have to meet you where you are. That means whatever language you use, that's the language I got to tell you in.
Mm-hmm.
Like this situation, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, so you're telling me it's all about you, to
Yeah.
hell with what I need. And that
Yeah.
it doesn't work that way.
No.
It doesn't work that way. So, there has to be a happy medium, and sometimes we have to go back to 3D and talk like that.
Madame Maru made an interesting comment just now. She hang on, I'm going to put this up here because
Okay.
it is interesting. I don't think we're aiming for perfection, Maru. I think that we're aiming, well, okay, my word for it is genuine connection with my soul, which I interpret as authenticity, with all that I am,
Yeah.
warts and all. Just I know myself really well at this point, and it's that, like,
Well, it,
examination of conscience that every good Catholic is trained to do from a very early age, trained to do daily. So the result of that is that I know myself pretty well, and there's not a lot of denial.
I also
it's,
I,
go ahead.
I
I
also
was
think
just
that
the whole thing about it's not perfection. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for ourselves.
Mhm.
Gerald.
Yeah. Well, and I think I believe there are a lot of great resources out there to help people explore and understand what self-love is for them, self-worth, self-acceptance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brene Brown, sorry.
Yeah.
Gifts of Imperfection.
Yeah.
And it's just,
No Bad Parts, one of Annie's favorite books.
Oh, that's a great book.
So the other thing
No
is
Bad Parts. Hold on.
no
I have to
bad
write
parts.
this down. Okay.
No bad parts.
Thank you, Annie.
Another thing is that it's not perfection, it's balance, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
where do we find balance? Every day in our own charts. We have the conjunction at a distance, often called an opposition. We have the North Node and the South Node, what to let go of in order to be able to move forward. And then we have the vertex and the anti-vertex. Where do you close the door and where do you open it? The vertex moves by hours throughout the day, where the North Node and South Node take 18 months to switch. And it's a long progression. And the vertex goes in the direction of the planets, but the South Node, North Node go clockwise, which is the opposite direction of the planets, unless the planet is retrograde, which it's not really going backwards, but let's not go into all of that. But that's where you find balance, where you can draw your line, because the only person you're fighting in that kind of an opposition is you. So why fight yourself? Right? It's here's the middle. And you carry that in, that means you got to pick it up, and I'll carry this in, that means I got to push it down. So we're in balance, because you don't want the 4-year-old to hit the ground when the 15-year-old gets off the teeter-totter, right?
Yeah.
I digress.
I broke my left wrist age 7 when somebody got off the teeter-totter when I was on top.
Well, there you go.
Leah just said, for goodness sake, if others see our beauty, why don't we? Because oftentimes, well, okay, Gerald's going to get on. Gerald's going to get on his soapbox. Here you go. I'll get on my soapbox, because we're not taught to appreciate our own experiences and what we've done, and those things that we've done well. We're told, and I am not a female in this lifetime. Women are often told to diminish their successes.
Yeah,
and that's here. I will say it. That's wrong. That's inappropriate. And boy, what a way to mess up a lot of things. So,
what a way to mess up civilization.
Well, yes.
Self-worth, self-love, self-acceptance. Those are messes with it.
Yeah.
I do have to say to Mr. Floyd's universe, Joshua, I believe, I will correct that. My apologies. I was supposed to send him an email like 3 months ago.
Oh dear.
I thought I did, but I'm like, did I imagine that? So
that happens to me. I think I did something and actually I didn't. So shall we get started with with our
oh, do you want to explain to people how this is working, or do you want me to do it?
Oh no, this crowd knows how the flying fickle finger of fate works. Hang on, where are you? There you are. So I've already seen a whole bunch of people put in #self, and so we're going to read on for you, like whoever's picked, on you one at a time, like alternating in turn. That's the word. In turn, we're going to read on your self-love, your self-worth, and your self-acceptance, and ways to reach that, ways to get there, your path to it, if you will. We'll just see what happens, what spirit has to tell us.
Are we focusing on one specific aspect of it, depending upon where we are on the screen?
Oh yes, sorry. Oh God, I don't know how to switch this around.
I do. I should be able to do it. Can I do that?
Okay, so if you'll manage that, Gerald, thank you very much.
Yes.
There you go. See, you got to show me after, okay? And backstage, show me how you do that. And here we go. Hold on for a second here. We've got 21 entries. Oh, that's exciting.
It is. And we'll try to be as efficient as possible.
Yes, and this brief. Linda will be brief today. Millie, I hope you're still here.
Millie, say hi.
Oh.
And you know, Linda, you're doing that thing that I did, which was if you click on that one button, it puts you there. That I learned that from you, lady. So.
Yay. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, Diana, do you know how this rolls?
No, explain, please.
Okay. Linda is going to read about self-love. I'm going to read about self-worth, and you're going to give insight about self-acceptance.
Okay.
And then we will move that around.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You will avert your eyes, and we will move positions so that we all get to all three. Okay. And yes, Linda is almost at 500 subscribers. Linda has, I think, 492. Linda's very excited. Linda's looking at her numbers like twice a day. Isn't that funny? Oh, never mind.
Linda,
Yeah.
If you I can't change the can I do the banner? Hang on.
Do you want me to take the banner out? Oh, thank you.
No, if you go in and edit the banner and make it scroll across, then
Yeah.
we can highlight the person who got the reading, and then that will help us focus our attention on the person for whom we are reading.
Okay, I can't do anything while it's showing, but there we go. Scroll.
Thank you,
Say.
everybody, for joining us. Please take this time to like, share, and subscribe this video. Please check your notifications and your subscriptions to ensure that Linda de Gonzalez is going to get to 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So that was Millie.
Gotcha. I got your back, girl.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me.
Thank you. Thank
Woman
you.
is completely in charge.
No, that's fine. Come on, you're my brother. Just
Thanks, sis.
tell me whatever you want. Just be polite. I'm using the Millie. I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle for this. Oh, that's interesting. I got chaos and conflict. Look at this. Okay, I'm just going to try to. There we go. Do you see that horse? And it's a patchwork horse. Now, what can I tell you about this?
It's the horse of many colors from the land of Oz.
Well, it's certainly. I'm finding it difficult to read chaos and conflict in a patchwork horse on a desert plain. You know, horse with no name. Yeah, never mind. Let me just check in with the masters and see what with spirit and see what happens. Oh, okay. So here's something that you need to notice about Horsey. Horsey's belly is wide open. You can see Horsey's ribs. Horsey looks like it's, a skeleton in the middle, but a horse at both ends. And what does that mean? Well, the middle is like not there. It's kind of like rotted out. That's such an interesting image of conflict, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
That you've got death in the middle and life at both ends. Or dead in the middle and living at both ends. Wow. Okay, so Millie, here's the thing about self-love. It is life-giving, life-affirming. It is the source of your spiritual life. It is no, I'm sorry. I know I said it wrong. It's the fuel of your spiritual life. It's the fuel of your connection with soul, with your own soul, and therefore with spirit. And how conflict, I think it relates to conflict within yourself. I don't think it has anything to do with conflict with others. I think it has to do with inner conflict about who you are and your identity and your purpose and your being. I'm feeling like you're being torn in a bunch of different directions. And should I do this first? Oh, but so-and-so needs this. Oh, and I got to get up to make these pancakes for this, Rotary breakfast or whatever. You know what I mean? Just being pulled in many different directions by other people's needs and not your own, creating a lot of conflict. I feel like I should say yes because I really want to help them, but oh my God, I'm so tired. I want to sleep in.
Millie has said, that makes sense. I've been in that dark femme Hecate energy, and has said, I thrive in chaos, in conflict, ADD, and
Yeah, me too.
yeah, the solar plexus was getting sucked out of me.
There you go. Yeah.
So she has 100%. So
yeah.
I want to jump on this because something important that you said, Linda, because Linda's a great reader.
Yes.
Stay tuned for more. So I'm checking in with records, but I'm also, because for self-worth, I have the 8 of Swords. And what it is what you've done is you've created this thing to separate you, to keep you protected, because your self-worth, it felt like it was diminishing. So instead of, here's the powerful thing, and I'm getting full body chills on this. Here's the power thing is instead of allowing yourself to disappear, you said, I'm putting this tight boundary of around me and nothing's going to get in. And when you've done that, it also means that nothing can get out. And so the self-love is helping to loosen that. The self-worth is helping you go, oh, okay, this has served its purpose. It can grow. It can evolve and expand, because you cannot be confined.
Can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, go for it.
Linda, when I look at your card, okay, we have a zebra. It's a horse with a short mane, so it's a zebra. However, look at his patchwork. That's not a painted pony.
No.
That is a giraffe. Okay.
Whoa.
All right. So what is missing from all of the conversation with yourself? Or how do you talk to yourself? Stretch your neck. It's about your own throat chakra.
Holy moly.
What do you say? What is it? You tell yourself in the morning when you look in the mirror, and you first
I got
out of
full
bed,
body
you go,
chills.
oh God. And then the next card I pulled was guidance. Now, if you go up to the top by yourself, then that's the same as putting the 8 of Swords around you. You set your sights so high on yourself that you've forgotten to take care of everything else down here and accept these parts of your chakras that have to be in line with this in order to pull it all together. When you do that for yourself, it makes it easier to do it for others, as well as not listen when they're hurting your feelings, just taking it with a grain of salt, like we all have to do from time to time. Meet them where they are and allow yourself the space for your own ascension.
Yeah, Leah. The horse is not being itself.
Right. All parts at all the same time.
Yeah. Wow.
I just started scrolling up and I see that people have been chatting. I've been sort of going, okay, that was a very interesting message. So there you go.
Well, man, it's are you sure you don't have 2 hours?
I'm sure I don't have 2 hours, but
this is
part 2.
Yeah, I think there's going to be part 2, and I'll tell you right now when part 2. Oh no, it can't be in January because I've got January booked. But January 30th, we can do a part 2.
How perfect!
We'll talk back
the first month.
We'll have my people call your people. In other words, we'll look at the calendars.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Millie, and for joining us in this game of beat. Yeah, it is a trifecta read. Absolutely. I had big chills. I hope that helped. I hope you get some insight and some support for yourself. from that reading. Okay, let's go back to the giveaway tool, and this time I'll remember to put it on screen before I start with the draw again.
And I'm going to mix this up. So there we go. We are mixed up.
Okay, I missed that. Oh, it's Pierrette. Oh, isn't that lovely? Pierrette, are you still here? Are you here, Pierrette? Voyons, t'es pas parti déjà. Oh, you know what? I screwed up the YouTube algorithm so thoroughly that I now am getting advertising in French and Spanish. I'm so proud of myself.
Congratulations. That's lovely.
I know. Oh, there's Pierre.
So I am talking self-love, and Diana, self-worth, and Linda, self-acceptance, self-love. What's interesting is you've been working really hard at recognizing and acknowledging the good things about you, and okay, that's the wrong word. They're arguing with me about it's not the good. They're recognizing your authentic experiences and who you are and how you are feeling. So there's a lot of power in this self-love for you, because what you're doing is that you're changing the way you are thinking about yourself. There is a lot of power in that. And what I'm also feeling is people are noticing something that is different. They are not sure what it is. They may be saying, oh, did you do something different with your hair? Or that's a nice color, something like that. And what you've done is you are reprogramming what you think about yourself. You are interrupting the flow. You're putting, what do they call it? You're putting a stick in the wheel or something like that. And it's really powerful, because this is interesting, because I got the 9 of Swords.
Ooh.
And the message that came through is you are disrupting all of these old things that you have had thrown at you and that you've believed, and you are disrupting that. You are taking the power back. So that's what I have for you.
Wow. Okay. I had to look at the bottom of the deck as well for the rising energy for both decks, so please bear with me. So first of all, Pierrette, you understand the descent of Michael the Archangel, because of the compassion that you have within yourself for other people, and what you understood about your husband's plight, and that there wasn't a journey for himself alone. So you understand your own value in what you went through to help him on his final journey. And through that, what you're beginning to understand is it has taken an eternity. It is a lifetime. It is the life that you seem to be repeating most often as we reincarnate after each lifetime spent on Earth. And you're learning how to communicate that same compassion for yourself, and learning how to give yourself permission now in your self-worth, because what you do for others is so important and valuable to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Pierre, I'm sorry, did I interrupt you, Diana? Are you finished?
No. It's your turn.
And Pierre, your self-acceptance. I'm so excited to tell you this. Oh my God. Transfiguration. And let me tell you the definition. I looked it up. Here we go. This is from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, which was the first thing that came up. A great change of form or appearance, especially a change that beautifies, glorifies, or makes more spiritual. I'm like almost crying telling you this, okay? Your self-acceptance is about accepting your transfiguration into something glorious and beautiful and spiritual.
And I noticed that, Gerald, when you said it earlier, something about her hair, she had changed her hairstyle a little
Yeah.
bit. And it's very cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you are, Piera. You are transfiguring beautifully, gloriously, and spiritually. I'm so excited for you.
That's amazing.
Oh, that was lovely. That was lovely. Thank you, Piera. That was so much fun.
Well, and I also want to say, I want to remind people, one of the great things about doing readings like this, you may get a message that resonates for you, but it could be for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
If it resonates for you, embrace it. There is enough of this love and this energy around. So take it, accept it in, because,
Yeah.
well, I'm offering it. Here you go. I have tears, Linda.
We'll just try together.
Not bad.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
What a way to go.
I have to add the word
so happy right now. I'm just overjoyed. I'm just filled with joy and warm fuzzies and everything. This is great. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I'm going to be adding transfiguration to my list of words to.
Oh, good. Good. So. Wanda's agreeing.
Right? Yeah. And certainly Yeshua wasn't the only one to be going through a transfiguration.
Yes, transfiguration. That's another part of the meaning of transfiguration is that specifically biblical meaning of transfiguration on the mountain is witnessed by 3 of his disciples, but I didn't think that applied right here.
Okay, so I'm going to do this, Linda. Can you spin for the next one?
Yeah.
And tell me, Linda has invited me to co-host, so I'm doing that thing where I'm moving us along.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants a piece of Linda, and you can contact Linda and get a private reading. So.
Yeah, and we all give private readings. J Cat Lady, I haven't seen you here before, but I love your name. Cat Lady, yeah. Are you here? Oh, stick around, Vicky, if you're having a low day, because we've got enough energy to beam out to you. Yeah. We're just beaming it right now. Cat Lady, am I gonna have to like poke Wanda to make her scream?
Oh, or I could just ring the cowbell.
Oh, or Gerald could ring the cowbell. Cat Lady, last call.
Cat Lady. J Cat Lady. It's time for your reading.
Hi, Morella.
Hi, Morella.
Morella, type #self for a reading. And because we're using the giveaway tool. So I guess Cat Lady's not here anymore.
Well, I have written the name down.
So, thank you. Oh, she is here. Okay, good. She is. Awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. I pulled a Linda and didn't put everybody in the right thing. Thank you.
That's okay.
Hi. Oh,
my. J Cat Lady may be delayed a bit.
Oh, okay.
She is here, right?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Okay. So again, I have to use for the 4 cards because they do tell the complete story. For especially for this opening self-love. What we all know is going on right now is major change. And it's about understanding and loving the change that is going on inside of you, even the parts that might hurt, even the parts that we really don't have any control over, such as aging, etc. And the card that would go with that one is, is the guidance popped up again. I think this is a very important card for all of us right now because there are things happening out there that are so out of the norm and what some of us grew up, watching the Sunday World War II armchair theater, right? And all of that stuff that feels like it's returning. But we have to stay on top of it by accepting our guidance to stay in self-love because we are all part of the new earth. Oh, this camera drives me nuts. Sorry, I can't change it. I've tried. Okay, so it's a new earth. You know that. What is your own conception of that? And as you give birth to that, you're giving birth to yourself, your new self.
And your new self, or no, that's not how that works. Your self-worth can be found in fierce compassion.
Oh,
look at this. Does that not just bring chills up and down your spine?
It does.
Fierce compassion.
Oh,
that seems like such a contradiction, but it's making my brain pop like, like those sour candies on your tongue. It's making my brain pop like that, just thinking about what fierce compassion might look like. Standing between a bully and their target. That's fierce compassion. That's one way of looking at fierce compassion. So there you are. There you are, cat lady. Cat lady. Did you get it? Huh? Did you see what I did there, cat lady?
That's good.
I think so too. And
beyond, right? There are no mistakes with spirit.
Well,
go ahead, Linda.
So yes, cat lady. I just want to say, embrace fierce compassion, and there you will find how you tap into your worth, how you build your worth, your self-worth, how you feel and know your value and know what you're about. Whoa.
And building upon what these two amazing women have said, I'm pointing, so that's an important thing. Here's something important for self-acceptance, and I want everybody to follow along. You miss them. Loss is really hard. Big hugs to you, and I'm getting very emotional because loss of who you were, who you thought you were going to be, who they were, those that you loved that are no longer here in this 3D world, the ideas that have gone. Part of self-acceptance is honoring the fact that you missed them. Give yourself a big hug. If there's anyone around you that can give you a hug, ask them, may I get a 15-second hug? Because I need it. And I'm going to say there's probably, even if you're a cat lady, there might be a cat or two who would be willing to stoop to your level and give you a hug, because you know how cats are. So I think there's a beautiful honoring of, needing on you. It feels important. There is a you miss these things. They're not part of your everyday. These are things that have brought you to who you are and help you put the capital S in the self.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's really beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I love that card, Kat. That cat card you pulled. What deck is that from?
Fierce Compassion. Oh, this is from the Things We've Forgotten deck, which I am discovering is freaking magic. Okay, this deck is magic.
I keep writing it down and I keep forgetting to get it.
I think Linda made me do it recently.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Things I forgot.
This was a gift to me, and I'm just blown away by it. At first, I thought it was just the art, but the more I use it, that is, I'm convinced that it's magic.
Yes. Okay, so let's have you're welcome, J-Cat Lady.
Okay,
and,
so
there we go.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Where it stops, nobody knows. I can't remember the beginning of that. Emily, Lawrence Bradley.
Emily.
I think Emily's here. I think I saw her not 2 minutes ago. What?
Thank you, Diane G, for putting that in and for all of those.
Oh, there she is.
Yep. I've got it up.
Good.
Got it on. I'm a step ahead of you, Linda. You're altered, and I'm here to support you.
Why, thank you. This is fun.
It really is.
I'm enjoying it tremendously.
Two of you. I'm like going, bam! I am the honored. I'm the honored one because the two of you are really, really good.
This is hot stuff. Okay, so we're at the hour now. We're going to go for about another 15 minutes. And so maybe another 2 or 3 readings after this one. And then we're going to have to cut it short because some of us have hard deadlines to meet.
And then, Linda, we are scheduled for the 30th of January.
Yes,
Linda,
I know.
Well, of course you know. If Diana's available, maybe she could bless
Are
us.
you available, Diana? The 30th?
Pick me, teacher.
Yes. Okay, so we're doing this again, and you heard it here first. We're doing this again, part 2, on January 30th, with the same crew of miscreants that you see before you now. And now Rox is starting to talk about food. You guys, you're just always doing this to me, aren't you? And I had lunch before we started this. I had a ham and cheese sandwich, so I shouldn't be feeling hungry. Oh, okay. Emily, self-love, loyal heart. This is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Loyal heart. I want you to notice in this image, I want you to notice that these are owls, and the owl is an ancient symbol of wisdom. And it's also a messenger from the gods. And it's sitting on top of a heart. Well, yeah, because it's called loyal heart. Your first loyalty, I'm getting that your first loyalty should be to yourself. You do have a loyal heart, and sometimes that works against you. Your first loyalty should be to yourself, to your truth, to your path, your purpose. Sorry, just
keep going.
Your first loyalty is to you. Your first loyalty is to your path, to your purpose, to your reason for being on this planet at this time. It serves you nothing to put loyalty to others before your own.
Amazing.
Don't forget this. Don't let this go. Be loyal to your own self first and foremost. That was from one of the angels, but I didn't catch their name. I didn't understand it. So,
Shall I?
yeah, go ahead.
Because Emily, one of the things, okay, self-worth. Yeah. Just start, Gerald. I got the devil. And one of the things about this devil is that in this image, this person is encased in a cage, and she's blocked in. She is not able to express herself fully and completely. The thing is the key is in the lock.
Yes.
And she's not necessarily seeing that. So, Emily, part of what I'm also hearing is, and I wrote this down because it was coming fast, there's deep healing that is needed, and your self-worth is oh, really fast. Okay. Part of what is your self-worth is you showing up and you unlocking that cage and accepting that these are losses, and there's healing that needs to happen. It's really hard to heal. The people who have healed themselves are the strongest people that I know. They are oftentimes the most compassionate because of their experiences. I'm going to name drop. Okay. I don't know if you all know Hershey, the shadow reader.
Yes.
A whole lot. She's really, really hard. And so, Emily, I'm part of your self-worth. It is about that deep healing that's needed. And that deep healing, you're on that journey. You're moving toward it. I almost get this picture of you that's interesting. I get this picture of you in a cage, but now you're actually putting your hand outside of the cage, feeling around.
Right.
Keep doing that. Keep doing
poke her finger into the hole on the other side and push that damn key out of there.
Well, she's got to make sure that the key is she's got to turn it, because if she pokes it out, then she's going to lose it.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
Nobody wants Emily to lose it.
No. No, but I could cry, and I'm so filled with chills because the cards that I've gotten go right with this. This is the Oromasis, which is the remembrance of every damn thing that's ever happened to you in every lifetime. And the key, look at the sword.
Holy crap.
The key, right? The light of the key is right to unlock your own Christ consciousness about yourself. But the other card I got is remembrance. And that's the remembrance of all of these lifetimes that are clouding your self-acceptance right now. So allow me to read what's on the bottom of this card, because it really sums up the Oromasis card as well, which is digesting all the things that ever happened to you, because you know them, you remember them. Your soul has followed in a body how many times? So the frequency of remembrance is, it supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in a body. Wow, I just said that. Providing us with the valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life, which is this. And I can look at this as Hygeia, taking you right up to Chiron and healing all your past woundings from childhood to today, from past lives to where you are in this moment. You know the path.
I got full body chills throughout that whole thing, man.
Y'all, yeah, you guys rock.
You,
Thank you
we
for
all rock. We're all rocking together, man.
That's right.
Emily, thank you for being present and asking the question. I think this is one of those things when people ask that question or they ask their question and they're really connected, we can feel that energy around them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That helps us.
Oh
So.
yeah.
Oh, I love that Oromosis card. It's a valuable card. It's like a sigil all in itself.
Whoa.
Whew, I'm going to have to schedule a nap.
Annie Bear. Annie Bear, Annie Bear, Annie Bear. She was here a minute ago. Marilla, thank you. That's so kind of you to say. Yeah, we're rocking together. All right.
You're welcome, Emily.
I hope that was helpful. Annie Bear. Hello, Annie Bear. Ding, ding, ding for Annie Bear.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we'll have time for one more after this. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, good.
Do we have her?
No, I don't see her. I think she's
She's probably looking for that key in the closet.
Oh, Annie, what do you have that is cage-like? Or just some kind of a decoration that has, a strainer or something weird. Let's put that key that's in the cage somewhere in your hand, somewhere in something like that.
Okay.
Are you saying that to Emily?
No, she's saying that to Annie.
Okay.
Right, because that
Annie's not here.
Go ahead and spin again. I've got Annie's name written down. Standing.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to do it again. And if Annie shows up, we'll read for her.
Yes.
So who's next? Mwah, mwah. Vicki Howell, are you still here, honey?
And I will plan next time to not have to rush.
Okay. That's okay. You're not rushing.
We're just casual.
Oh, Pierre, big hugs, honey.
Girl, Diana, Linda, I just listened to your message again. I have told myself that I can receive happiness. I needed you guys tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're
Love you,
very
Pierre.
welcome.
Love you so much.
All right, Vicki Howell.
Yay, Pierre.
Here, there we go.
There she is.
Okay. Oh, I'm at the bottom of the deck now, am I?
Hold us up, girlfriend. Hold us up.
Vicki, so self-love. Self-love. Yes, Garnet, questions are closed. The opportunity for that. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. But there'll be part 2 on January 30th.
Yeah.
So Vicki. Okay, now I'm having to stand up very proper or sit up very straight and properly to do this. Vicki, your self-love is coming from when you honor the fact that you are the high priestess. You have this immense power within you. This, not power, that's the wrong word. You have this immense access to the information that you need. And the power and the beauty of this is Vicki, you have an understanding of how to use that information for the most benevolent outcome. The high priestess is one who goes inward for her information, and self-love, you are able to, it would be helpful for you to understand that when you love yourself and you offer and you exercise self-love, you are loving others. And when you love others, you are also having self-love, because there is no separation.
Yeah.
And that's self-love. That's what I got.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So I have to show you 4 cards again, because this rising energy has become so important. So the first card I got was solar plexus. And in this self-worth, that's your gut feeling. That's trusting your choices, believing in yourself, moving forward, right? Moving forward with confidence. And then, because of that moving forward, hello, on the road to Shambhala. There you go. There you go. And we all deserve Shambhala. Right? But the rising energy from the bottom of the deck, fertility.
Oh, yeah.
And fertility. This number 27, and this card is number 14. 3 times what? Four times 7.
Yeah.
47, my angel numbers, and 14 is a double 7. Girlfriend, trust yourself. You make wise choices, and you are filled with ideas of manifestation and creation. And that's all I got to say, because you need to trust yourself.
Wow. And accept your courage.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh,
I'm not going to say anything about it because it just speaks for itself.
Well, look at that. Look at how that goes with this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is that, Gerald? What's that deck?
This is Dream Visions Tarot.
Oh, okay.
Gerald
That's
and his
very
fantastic
cool.
decks.
He has every deck there ever was created, I think.
Dream Visions.
Oh, yes. There you are, my dear Vicky. Have courage. You have courage. You have the courage to undergo or to go through whatever it is you're going through right now. You have the courage to do the creation necessary. You have the courage. It's here. Accept it. This is the core. Your self-acceptance is courage.
Wow.
So, ride that. Wow. So Annie Bear, you're next, because me too. I got goosebumps. I got like big goosebumps all the way down to my knees.
There you go. I've got us in position for Annie Bear.
Okay. I'm first.
Yeah, goosebumps for sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Vicky. What a great way to end the year. Dang.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Vicky,
that's a real.
That deck, never seen that card.
That is, which deck do you have? The
things I've
forgotten?
Probably. It's the one I think you just used.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So self-love comes through healing. And Annie Bear, you have been working on this for such a long time. And you have made so many steps forward in being able to put it together and being able to forgive even when you can't forget. You've got to understand that you already are standing in gratitude give yourself the space for your grace. You are loaded with it. I need to, Sonata. Sonata is the Christ consciousness. It is another word for Christ. And you need to apply that to yourself as you do to others. And that's really all I've got to say, because I know how hard you're working at all of that.
Mm-hmm. Annie Bear said, yes, I have. Still struggle sometimes.
I get it.
Well,
and she said, I found a meditation that rocked my world yesterday, right when I asked for help. Posted. Wow. Very nice.
Good. I'm going to look for that post of yours, because I pay attention to that kind of stuff. With people who share like effective meditations with me. Yeah, I pay attention to that.
Okay.
So, Annie Bear. Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt you, Diana? No?
No.
Okay.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Annie Bear, your self-worth.
All those blues.
In the medicine.
I'm just in love with them.
And you know what I'm talking about, medicine. This isn't medicine that you go to the pharmacy for, right? This is earth medicine. This is your
her water connection too.
It's her water connection. It's her connection to sky. It's her connection to her own, just her own connection to earth, water, and sky. This is your medicine. This is where your self-worth lies. This is where it's centered. This is where you can build it up. This is where you can find it when you're feeling lost or lonely. This is where you can find what you're worth and confirm. No, not find what you're worth. We know you're precious and an infinitely precious treasure of the universe. And I know this because we all are. This is where you can confirm for yourself that, yes, I have that connection. Yes, I am absolutely a beloved child of the universe, the favorite child of God. Or Mother Earth, whichever. Well, you actually are Mother Earth's favorite child. So,
Mother, Father, Spirit, God, Creator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big planetary medicine. Yes, that's right.
Yep.
So there you are, Annie Bear. You're welcome, sister.
So, Annie Bear, self-acceptance. I'm right now I'm a little overwhelmed because there is so much power that's pulsing through what these two amazing women have said. And I'm getting big pushes. I mean, Mother Gaia is like going, you should be paying attention, Gerald. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. And I'm not one to want to argue with her because that doesn't bode well. But self-acceptance is about not being petty. You got no time for stupid drama. It's not that serious. And part of that says for me is part of what it says to me is if you are not able to have a laugh at yourself, then there's a bit of out of balance. There's all sorts of ways that there's these crickets are chirping, trying to get your attention to remember to giggle and laugh at yourself, getting over yourself. And we all struggle with that. But that self-acceptance of spots and all.
She had just typed in getting over myself when you said it.
Yeah. And so I laugh at myself all the time lately. Good, because that's really honoring who you are right now, not discounting any of it and giving it the power that it deserves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Wow. What a reading.
Wow.
What an afternoon. I'm just blown away by this. This is absolutely magical for me to be with you two doing these readings. Thank you so much for joining me to do this. I can't tell you, I mean, I can't express my gratitude enough. If I was still baking cookies, I'd bake you cookies. But I don't do that anymore.
You know what? I'll take some imaginary cookies if you want to send
I'll
them.
send you a dozen imaginary cookies of your favorite kind. And you too, Diana, if you want some. Thank you very much. We're going to be doing this again on January 30th at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. So mark that in your calendars. We will, this might become a regular thing. We might end up with like a part 10 or something, but oh man, this was so much fun for me as a reader. Yes, ma'am.
Teacher. I would
Yes,
like
ma'am.
to do that.
Yeah, no, you're going to be, are you kidding? I wouldn't do this without you. Are you kidding? This is like such a great, I mean, it was a great prompt and you guys are fabulous readers to join me in doing this. It was, man, this was so good.
Can
So
I off this very quickly? I was gifted this beautiful obsidian Athene, and I just
I know you can't let go. I noticed it's been glued to your hand.
It's just made for this.
If you're not careful, I believe it's Michael's going to hide it from you and saying
Right?
You're being too dependent on that.
I like that. I can wear it like a mustache.
There you go.
We're not referencing Tarotstache at all here. No.
Who? Never heard of this guy.
You'd love him.
Yeah.
So thank you all for joining us. I'm so grateful to have you all here. I'm not just talking about Gerald and Diana. I'm talking about all of you in chat. I love you so much. Love you. And we'll see you next week. Oh, sorry. I should be asking you guys before we say goodbye. I should be asking you what you're doing. Diana, what are you doing next?
On the 21st, tomorrow, Saturday night, it is that Share Your Light, Standing in Your Light event again. Mm-hmm. And so I'll be sitting with the ladies again and the gentlemen that do come. And then it is to turn on your porch light at 7 p.m. in your time zone. So we get this rolling wave of spiritual light coming in. And then Valerie Bradshaw from Illumination Portal and I are doing something. Can't remember what the date is on that. And I also have something with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected on the 22nd. We're going to do a show about trees. This is rescheduled from the 18th because yesterday I was really under the weather. And so we're going to reschedule that for later in the day on Sunday.
Nice.
Tuesday, are we back together or are we taking Christmas Eve off?
No, we're reading on, I mean, if you can't make it, that's okay. But Tuesday, the 24th, Christmas Eve, we are still doing Akashic Adventures, and also New Year's Eve, we're doing an Akashic Adventures. And this week I'm hosting on the 24th. And Viviani will be hosting on the 31st. But yeah, show up for that, you guys, because we'll be here.
Well, I'm a question mark for Christmas Eve because my brothers usually like to come on Christmas Eve for our Old Polish celebration. Yeah. So,
yeah,
we haven't decided which day it is this year. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out.
But it's at 7 p.m. in your time zone.
Yeah, whatever your time zone is, 7 o'clock.
Yes, for Saturday.
Oh. So that it's a wave across around the world, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we do have some Aussies in on this one this time.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. And tomorrow I'm going to be with Gerald and Richie and Purple Elephant Deb H tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Pacific time, which is 2 o'clock Eastern, to do Yuletide readings. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward.
Stash. And it's a really good spread. Jeffrey came up with it. Don't tell him what
Oh,
it
is
is.
it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell him.
Okay, I know.
Oh, yes, the prompt. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow, the prompts, they're so cool. You guys are gonna love this. Jeffrey's a genius. He really is. So he came up with the first prompt is a message from Jacob Marley.
Don't tell him. It's a surprise.
It's a fabulous surprise. You guys are gonna love it.
Let's go back to the part where you didn't remember that you already knew.
Yeah. Well, that happens to me all the time. It's my brain, I swear to God.
All right.
Next week on the 24th, Akashic Adventures. And on the 26th, on Boxing Day, on the Thursday, I'll be here with Shenanigans. She's going to talk to us about mudras again. And I'm going to... So that's going to be really interesting. And then on the 29th, on Sunday at noon, I'm going to be with Allie and Donna, whose last name I didn't write down and I've forgotten. But we're doing a show at noon PST on Sunday the 29th. And so, God willing, and the creek don't rise. And what about you, Gerald? Oh, yeah, well, you'll be with me tomorrow, or I'll be with you.
Yes, and tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, I am with Colleen, the Cool Crone. We are having a conversation about Yule. So, and then good stuff. Everybody just like and subscribe because
yes, please.
You'll be in the know because I do post updates on my channel.
Yeah, and hit that notification bell. So, okay, everybody. Love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.